Not long ago I have decided that I would like to read more. The power of books is unquestionable, and even if we know that reading is important and can be an essential part of our self-development, still we don't read as much as we should. Everybody agrees with the fact that we should read more, but somehow none of us prioritize this activity. I have to admit that I was also part of the mentioned group. In the last few years I always had a book on my nightstand, but somehow I didn't have the intention to read it. In the morning I have felt that I have limited time to get ready for the work, and in the evening reading was the last thing on my mind because I was too tired. And this is exactly how we can slowly start to forget how to read, and this is what I have noticed on myself too. After I quit my full-time job and I became an entrepreneur, I decided that I would like to read every single morning, even if it lasts for only 5 to 10 minutes. Back in the days I always fell into the same mistake. Anytime when I decided that I would like to read again, I started to look for various methods which can help me to fasten up the reading itself. And I think most of the people also like to approach reading like I did. That's why speed reading techniques are very popular nowadays, and people are looking for different methods which can help them to increase the amount what they can absorb from the pages. Meanwhile, they can also read less. Maybe these kind of techniques can be very inspirational, but somehow it didn't work for me. Anytime when I tried to apply these kind of techniques, instead of focusing on the meanings of the pages, I started to focus on the process itself. How can I read faster? In the end, I changed my attitude towards reading, and nowadays I only focus on one simple thing, and this is consistency. No matter how much and how long I read, but only matters that I don't give up and I read every single day. I found this approach the most enjoyable way if I would like to read so far, and it works perfectly for me. This technique helped me to read every single day in the last half a year, and I still have the intention to continue reading. Now I have explained to you how I got interested in reading once again, so let me share with you what kind of benefits I have noticed on myself so far in the last half a year. Improved focus. Improved focus was the first thing that I have noticed on myself after I started to read continuously. In the beginning it was not easy to read a single page even without my mind wandering, and that freaked me out a lot. To tell the truth, it was like I need to understand how I can learn to read once again, because my goal was not to read as many pages as I can, but rather be able to recall all the information that I have read about. Slowly, not giving up on reading, helped me to improve my focus. The fact is that it takes time to increase the duration of your focus. Our brain is exactly working like any kind of other muscle. If you utilize it more frequently, then it will become stronger. And how far did I come already? Depending on the context, I can say that right now I can read around 5 to 10 pages without my mind wandering. I know it doesn't sound too much, but I am still satisfied with the results that I have achieved in the last half a year, and I am quite sure that this result will be improved very soon. And also I need to add that improved focus is not only beneficial during reading. In today's rushing world, all kind of channel is competing for our attention, like social media, television, and so on. It is not easy to get lost in the endless sea of information, and even if we see a lot of different things during our days, still we don't remember most of them. The explanation behind this is that our brain is not designed for multitasking. However, we still love to challenge it and try to manage as many things as we can within the shortest period of time. That's why reading still can help us out and be on our side anytime when we decided that we would like to not split our focus, but rather pay attention to one single object at a given time. No matter if it is work or hobby related activity, improved focus will ensure to live every single moment with the fullest. And in the end, this is what only matters. Set you in the right mood. Reading can set you into the right mood without a doubt. Personally, in the past half a year I have always read in the morning immediately after I woke up. It helps me to start my day with the feeling that I have already did something useful for myself. A cup of coffee, a great book, and the 10 to 15 minutes of silence with reading is all I need in the morning if I would like to feel myself productive. Previously, I didn't have any morning routine beside the preparation to get ready for work. Mostly, I reached my phone immediately after I woke up and started to scroll through my emails or social media with sleepy eyes. It is not the best choice itself, but it became even worse for me. Anytime I received some bad news or an unpleasant message through social media, I became already frustrated or angry. And honestly, I can get over my own feelings easily. If I am frustrated, I will be frustrated even for hours, and the same goes for anger. After I started to read in the morning, I have realized that it has completely changed my routine and also the way I feel. Nowadays, when I read first and check my emails and messages afterwards, I won't be as frustrated as before anytime when I receive some kind of bad news. I think reading is working like a self-helping tool for me, especially in the morning. I know how important it is to read, and it gives me a satisfaction when I can already practice immediately after I woke up, and it can set me into the right mood. No matter what kind of difficulties I will face through the day, I will overcome on them easier with the power of reading. Memory improvement. Coming from the fact that reading can help you to improve your focus, it also helped me to improve my memory. Sadly, I fall into the trap of multitasking more than I should, and I started to notice on myself that I can easily forget things. Sometimes I have talked with my wife about something, and 5 minutes later I asked back once again that specific thing, and she was so confused because she didn't understand why I asked the same question but I did a few minutes ago. I think it is unpleasant when somebody can't pay attention to your words. And that's why I was frustrated, because I expect from my partner to pay attention to my own words, and of course she can't expect this from me too. Sadly, too many things were constantly on my mind and I was not able to create the right priority, and it was harder to recall anything what I have said or done. Nowadays, mostly thanks for reading, I also start to avoid multitasking. It helps me to stay fully focused on the activity what I am actually doing, and also ensure that I will remember way better what I have perceived. Maybe reading is not the most efficient way if you would like to improve your memory, but still, I highly recommend you to practice it if you have any intention to improve your memory. By the way, if you would like to get further tips and tricks how you can improve your memory, then feel free to click on the screen and watch my previous video about it. Reduce stress. The last and one of the most important point is that reading helped me to reduce stress and anxiety. In the last year, I have become heavily stressed because of my new company, and I have also experienced several panic attacks. It happened to me all of a sudden, and of course I started to think that I have serious health concerns, but after I visited dozens of doctors, they have proved me that all of this happened with me because I was stressed. Afterwards, I had to figure it out on my own. How can I cope with stress and anxiety, and how can I deal with them more efficiently? I started to try out different kind of natural remedies like lemongrass tea or stress relief techniques, and of course reading. In the end, I realized that reading is one of the most efficient strategy which can help me to cope with stress. Reading is one of the best way if I would like to escape from the daily difficulties, and sometimes it is not easy, even for a minute, when I have too many things on my mind constantly. But still, reading provides me this opportunity. Maybe it won't last for too long, but sometimes that's all I need. A quick, short relief and staying away from all the things which keeps my mind busy. So in a nutshell, that's what I wanted to share with you in this video about the importance of reading. And I hope I will notice more benefits from continuous reading very soon, and in the future I definitely want to make another video about the importance and the impacts of reading. I also hope that I was able to inspire you a bit regarding reading, and if you have any doubts what kind of book you should read, then feel free to share your questions in the comment section. Now I am turning off, and as always I very appreciate that you watched my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and see you next time.